What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to our top 5 plays where your average summoner becomes a legend. Whether you're a longtime fan or you've just stumbled upon this channel for the first time, you've come to the right place to see extraordinary plays come to life. First on the list, we have Toxic Striker on Akali, who lives up to the name by striking toxicity into the souls of each enemy she encounters. But in all seriousness, this play has little to do with Akali being Akali, and it all really comes down to outsmarting the opponents. Trying to defend the pink ward, she jumps on Lee and chunks him down, using the speed up to dodge Sonic Wave, but then she gets kicked out of the Shroud. Using her ult, she avoids the charm, but then Lee gets away, so she goes back invis and emerges with her ult, catching him off guard for the kill and reset on Shadow Dance. She breaks line of sight and jukes up, breaking line of sight again as she Qs while crossing over to meet the bug in the brush. By hiding behind Kha'Zix, all 3 charges of Foxfire lock on him, keeping her healthy enough to secure the double. Moving along into our number 4 spot, we have Hades under God on Rumble with a huge play from the little guy. Blue team is shoving down mid lane and hopes to regain vision of the dragon area, but then the friendly Annie gets charmed and the fight erupts. Rumble falls back, but watch carefully as Orianna sends the ball in, catching 4 enemy players with Shockwave, which sets up the equalizer directly on them. Despite the 4v5, Flamespitter melts her HP and then he harpoons down Lucian, and now all of a sudden the tables have turned and only 2 champions remain on red team. With Ignite on Malphite, Rumble is easily able to take him down as Jinx makes good on Nari for the ace. Our number 3 play takes us to Dragon with Kennedy on Lee Sin, and big props to the rest of his team for helping make this happen. As the enemy team sit on Dragon, he waits patiently over the wall and then lands Sonic Wave on Fizz. He decides it's now or never as he goes flying in, getting the steal, and then he takes the Lantern, bringing over one pissed off tree as the rest of the gang hops over the wall to follow. Lee Sin sponges up a ton of damage as both teams shred the opposing front lines, but Kennedy somehow remains the only one alive after a close call with Nami. At this point, things have boiled down to a 2v2 as Corki falls back to his teammate while finishing Syndra with a final auto to make it a 2v1. Lucian keeps on fighting through the exhaust and then he dashes to avoid the bubble, and then out of nowhere Lee returns with the flash W to guarantee Lucian's life while securing the kill. Landing in at second place, we have UG1 UK on Zed, but just like in our last play and many other plays we featured, this couldn't have been done alone. So in the beginning of this play, there are a few things I want you to notice. For starters, despite the kills Zed just got on Rengar, red team has a pretty massive lead in gold, and blue team's AD carry Quinn is extremely behind, making a full team fight not really an option. Since they have top inhib going for them, Zed decides to continue split pushing, and then the enemy team realize they have a creep wave pushing into their base, so they instantly start to recall. Kha'Zix jumps in as the rest of his team follows, putting pressure and forcing them to stick around to fight. Because they're in a 3v4 and the enemy team is fed, they quickly start to lose, and in a matter of seconds, red team is back to pushing mid. They figure they have the tier 3 tower and then the 2 Nexus towers, so Rengar will respond to stop Zed and they can win right here because everyone else is dead. Huge mistake. The first tower falls way faster than expected, and then they realize they have to recall, so now all eyes go to Zed with Rengar about to respawn. The Nexus gets down to about 50% as Rengar ults in, forcing Zed to ult as well, but then he swaps out, and then at the last possible second he swaps back in to avoid the bubble and Jace's Q, winning them the game. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have 123 Kill You 123 on Sion with an epic engage. Behind in gold, the enemy team are looking to fight them, and then out of nowhere, Jarvan goes in. Sion sees an opening to counter-engage and goes for it, landing his ult as the arrow comes in, allowing for a massive 5-man decimating smash to knock up the entire enemy team. Blue team doesn't have a shot in this fight as they get wiped up without getting a single kill in return. Let's take another look at that engage, but note how he somehow weasels his way in between both tanks to land his ult on the champions that matter, and this sets up the instant triple from Cassiopeia's ult and the cleanup that follows. And for the bonus scoop of the week, we have Lollyzor on Syndra, who rides the Thresh Express for the freebie. As this plays on, we have 5 free skill capped accounts to give out, and all you have to do to enter this giveaway is to drop a comment with your favorite play of this year. I know that might be a pretty hard one to pinpoint down, but I'm really interested to see what you guys think. I don't need summoner names or regions or anything like that because the winners get private messaged on YouTube, so all you have to include in your comment is what episode it's from and which play. For those wondering what exactly a skill capped account gets you, I put together a quick video that shows some of the features a full access account has to offer. In this example, directly from their site, I'm looking at a video guide from Pantsar Dragons, which is a well-respected challenger player, and he's breaking down what your goals are as Rengar throughout all stages of the game. Obviously you can't hear him, but he's going over each of these talking points, and then he follows it up with a bunch of in-game examples showcasing what he just spoke about. So not only do you get to hear him explain the theory, but you also get to see it in action, and that's something that really helps me digest the information. It's one thing to be able to read a guide 20 times, but to be able to see each thing broken down is a huge edge when it comes to really learning the content. Although I can't show much more, you can see the next section on Rengar goes really in depth on all the different combos, and again, it shows examples of when each combo is actually applied in a real game. You feel like you're getting a private coaching lesson from a Diamond 1 or Challenger player, and it's really cheap to sign up, so I definitely recommend giving it a shot. If you want to find out more or sign up, then head over to the description box or click on this annotation to go directly there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to drop that comment for the giveaway, and I'll see you back here soon for week 204 for League of Legends Top 5 Plays.